Have you ever heard of Petra? I'm Busy Bee from Germany. I'm a long-time Barbie collector and a Barbie dog for almost 10 years. This channel is more than your one-stop Barbie repair workshop. This is my jeans Petra. She's a clone doll. She's from the 1990s. She was given to me by my grandmother when I was about 6 years old. I think it's when I came to school. Petra is a clone doll. She was available in Germany, and the early dolls from the 60s and the 70s were made in Germany, but later a Swedish Lundby company took over the production of Petra, and this here is a late version of Petra. She has not the normal earrings, she has different earrings than the normal jeans Petra. So, but some month ago, one of her legs fell off. So this is not just a Barbie topic. This also happens to clone dolls, to other fashion dolls. Let's explore if we can fix her as well as the talking Barbie that I have fixed in the last month. If you want to know more how about to reattach Barbie legs, I recommend that you watch my other videos about this topic. I have repaired some Barbie dolls with a similar problem, and if you want to learn more how to fix Barbie, I can recommend you my other videos. I'm going to link them for you above. Let me know if you know when Petra was taken over by Lundby so that they started to produce the dolls. I have no idea, I have not found any information about it, so let me know in the comments below. Let's take some hot water. Petra is still here with us. Let's take for the repair a bowl with hot water, a towel, and then we are going to put the broken neck knob piece out. I think it was melted to the body somehow, and to the leg, and when I moved it, it somehow broke, and that's what we see here. I think it's not a complicated repair. Let's have a look what we have after the procedure. If we discover something new that we have not discovered when repairing Barbie, let's have a look at her. So this Petra has the little problem that this leg was not attached like talking Barbie legs are attached, so that you can put the rubber over the hip joint from the leg part and then you get the part out. No, it was really melted with the rubber together, and I have to separate it. You see here we have the parts in there so that you can see I destroyed her a little bit for the repair, but I think it's okay as long as we get the parts out here from this. And as you can see, construction is a little bit different. So they are not attached to the rubber directly, they have something more human-like shape. So let's put it back. A little bit of hot water. If hot water is not working, we are going to use some WD-40 so then the stuff comes out. So as you can see, it's very similar to the Barbie part. I have to see where to put this part here, because I have two different parts. I never thought that this part could break into pieces. I have never had this when I repaired Barbie. Barbie stays always in one piece when you do it. So I have here several pieces. Let's have a look. So now I have it. Let's take the leg out and dry it a little bit. Here you can see the Petra name of this doll on her back. Now let's start the repair. I have some MEK in my MEK jar. When you ask me where to buy the stuff, I say try Amazon. It's a solvent. And I tested it before I'm going to start it now. How to reattach the pieces here. So you use some MEK, you brush it on the doll. You also brush it on the pieces you have from the leg knob part that came off. You also do it on the other part. It's smelling very sweet here. So I'm going to open the window in a sec when I'm ready with this stuff. You don't need very much. You don't need very much of it. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's starting to become what it should become. Now let's reattach the piece. So as I said, I've tested it before, how these parts were on her leg before. So let's use some more MEK and brush. I hope you can see it well enough. I do this because I want these parts to really be close to the neck knob as possible. So I also have to do it here. That we get something like a coupling, a stable link. So now let's wait until tomorrow and see what we have. This stuff needs to dry 24 hours now. You can see we reattached her leg knob. So 1 day passed by since I reattached the leg knob of the stall, and now let's see if we can reattach the leg today. The MEK has dried for at least 24 hours now, and now let's reattach the leg back. Let's test if we can put the leg back on her hip knob now. I'm going to try this a little bit. Was in there for at least 2 minutes now. Let's see if we can put this back. And you can see it has worked. Now Petra has her leg back and we can move her leg. It's almost looking like this leg never fell off. For me, this is looking like a perfect restoration. Question of the day is, have you ever heard of Petra dolls, or do you have any Petra dolls in your collection? Thanks for joining me on this repair adventure. See you in the next weeks. Your Busy Bee from Germany. Bye and happy restoring. Here you can see the Petra name of this doll on her back.